The keto diet isn't your thing. You can try mine. I'm on the Get You diet. Get you some good food, eat it, and enjoy it. Look at that thing. I drove an hour south for that bad boy after I heard about this cool new burger joint on ArkLatexWeekend.com. I know, shameless KSLE plug. Get over it. But once I heard about everything that went into that burger, I was hooked. Like 23 years of overdue cheers, Beth Foster can now hear.
She wants hamburger or cheeseburger?
Hamburger. With Dad JT on the grill part-time and a host of family, and just like family, frying up the love inside this
Burger
shack. Beth Hines Foster is the owner and operator of this brand new business in, well, it's not really in anywhere.
There's no restaurants between Canton and Coshada.
Frankly, hardly people for that matter. Far beyond the eye can see along Highway 71. No diners for some 25 miles to the south, nor 10 miles to the north.
It's about 5 miles on 507.
Nor near a dozen miles east to Grand Bayou.
I knew we had the prime location.
The prime location, he says, hundreds of daily hungry travelers making a pit stop between Natchitoches and Shreveport.
You need your receipt?
No, ma'am.
Perhaps for a meatloaf po' boy with a side of parental payback.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Can I go?
No, you staying here.
Come on, boss.
I never get to boss my dad around, but now I can.
I let her spread her feathers and feel big every once in a while.
You're not going nowhere.
And that is really the secret ingredient behind the Burger Shack, being built and opened up on this corner roughly 6 months ago.
You're a parent, and you know when your kids hurt, you hurt.
It's what us parents do, right? No handouts, but when your kids are down and hurting.
To mechanic, to labor, to cooking, and sales, back to cooking.
And for Beth, when it feels like the job market is chewing you up and spitting you out like day-old onion rings.
I felt like I wasn't good enough for anybody to have a job.
You know, I see her struggling. You know, when she'd go to work and be in a bad mood when she come in tears.
So Dad had this idea.
We've kicked this around for 2 or 3 years.
To help his daughter open up her own business, and in the end put it in her hands to run, and to prove to everyone within driving distance.
There was times they were telling me that
Beth is a hard worker, and more importantly, deserves to be respected and treated just like everyone else.
There was one time someone said that I should kill myself.
Kids are cruel when you're in school.
Mom, Anita, says she cushioned each crushing blow the best she could during those school years.
I was just miserable. I told Mommy that, just like I wasn't worth it.
Beth says she endured quite a lot of bullying. Kids who would tell her she had no business being at their school, much less on the same track or basketball court.
She always participated in sports and cheerleading.
Yet, no matter the accomplishments, it seemed much harder for Beth to hear the cheers, both emotionally and to some degree, literally.
It was devastating when they came out and told me she was totally deaf. It changes your whole world.
For the first 2 years of her life, the nerve endings were quickly dying. By age 3, a cochlear was implanted, and with the flip of a switch,
she just had a big...
To see her expression the first time that...
But far from the last time Beth would face struggles in her life.
When you're talking, I'm reading your lips.
Her hearing is still far from ideal. But this time, even with all these sounds of her fresh new start, it's no longer a struggle to hear the cheers.
To know that she's here and she can handle it on her own, it's just a great feeling.
She's a remarkable girl, and I'm very proud of her.
Well, they tell me business has been bonkers. Dad's other job, it's his paint and body shop just down the street, so he's always there in a pinch. Well, great things are happening for Beth. She got married not too long ago, and now 3 beautiful stepchildren. Got to give our props to our ArkLatexWeekend.com team. They told me about these burgers. On their page right now, you can read much more about how these burgers and those onion rings are made. Talk about the good stuff. It definitely is.